Well, all right, on some TV and movie talk, did you watch this week's Fairy Neighbor?
Yes.
It was Fairy Neighbor. I think this is the last episode, episode 8. You killed mine, I kill yours. Two rural families get along famously until one claims the other's dog killed their goat. When a dog goes missing, accusations fly. Both families get locked in conflict from this point, with outrages piling up until human blood spill. What's your thoughts on this?
That was a fucked up episode. Because for one, the dog did kill the goat. Because who else gonna jump in there and kill the goat? Y'all the only two out there. And then the guy did shoot his dog. Because this guy's a hunter. Y'all don't got no neighbors. Y'all the only two neighbors over there. They heard the gunshot. Now the dog is fucking missing. And then I didn't understand how my man with the puppies, I thought he was taunting them because he kept putting the puppies right there near the road. So every time he
Hmm.
ride past, he got to see them. But why would you do that? You got puppies in a box and you keep putting them on the side of the road. He could put them on his truck. He could put them in his driveway. He had a big ass lawn. He kept putting them on the end of his driveway. And then the guy going to run them over. And then he kept saying like he killed my dog. Like that was the start of it. No, the start of it was when you killed his goat.
Hmm.
And like we said, these women, boy, they just let shit boil and boil and don't do nothing about it.
Yep. Well, I believe that the father was an asshole. The one that killed the dog, father, was an asshole, and the wife and son, the oldest kid, knew he was an asshole just by how the way he act.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about the goat because the young man said that the goat was the goat. The gate was taller than him. So how would that dog be able to jump over the gate?
Dog
The
jumped
gate to
over the
get to
gate
the
and
goat.
got it. The dog went over there and got it. If it was
Okay.
because if it was another animal, they would have took it with them. They don't just kill it, leave it there. They'd have took that
Hmm.
shit with him and ate it. He was just chewed up a little bit. You know what I mean? And fucked up. That dog
And
jumped over there, and that dog always roaming, always on their property and shit. Like, damn, put a leash on that joint and put a gate up.
that's my thing. That's what I was about to say. Is it a new thing now where people let that they dogs or they animals roam around in people's property? Is that something
They,
new
I
that
think
ain't?
they no, I think they do that more so like in the country
Mm-hmm.
where people don't put their dog on a leash and their dog just roam around and then make it back home. But shit, this little dog next door, he's always on my porch and always in front of my yard and barking and shit. Like he a little tough. He like a little pug or something. You seen him, didn't you?
No.
You'll be sitting in the house. I will be sitting in the house with the big door open, but the screen closed, and you'll see his little head right at our doorway, like looking in the house. Like, damn, we all come get your dog. Somebody's gonna steal that dog. That's a nice looking dog.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
sitting there. He'll be sitting there on our porch barking until you come to the door. Then you come to the door, you get out of here, and he'll be barking at you. And the way he is if you move closer to him, he'll jump back, but he'll keep barking. But if you back up, then he'll move forward like he ready to get you.
Mm-hmm. Dale, you made me think about I always laugh at the neighborhood app, and you see how
Mm-hmm.
everybody have their little dogs is missing. Can you
Yep.
please have
Yep.
such and such? I'll be like, ma'am, that dog, somebody took that dog. That dog is not missing. A little dog, all you got to do is just pick it up and throw it in the car. He'll get
Mm-hmm.
acclimated. They might bark at you and be scared for about a little while or something, but they'll get acclimated, and you keep feeding it, he'll be a part of the family.
Did you see that story on the news where the lady said somebody stole her dog and it was her baby, her best friend?
Yeah,
She
that was the
ran.
Eagles player. Mom, go ahead.
Yeah, well, she's stupid because the story. At first, I thought like, damn, they just stole her dog. But when they showed the video, ain't nobody stole that dog. That dog went running off, and then somebody picked the dog up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because she said she ran to the bathroom and normally the dog come in there with her, but the door shut so the dog ain't make it. So you was in the bathroom, your dog was on the other side of the bathroom like in a fucking Target or something, and you in there just using the bathroom and then he gonna be waiting for you. And then they showed the video, the dog ran right out the door. Nobody was with that dog. It ran right out the front door. If your
Yeah.
dog was smart and serious and loved you, he wouldn't went out there like that.
Yeah.
He ran out the door, and then you seen those kids that came after behind it. But you ain't got no proof that they stole your dog.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That
first of all, why you got a dog in Target anyway?
unleashed, and then you talk about I usually take the dog in the bathroom with me. How about you leave that damn dog in the car for a hot second or home?
Right.
Yeah, that was sad because I felt I when he ran like he was gonna hit the dogs the first time the puppies, I said, oh, he gonna run them dogs over, and I was like, whoo, thanks he didn't. Then he still come right back and do it again with the kid
Yeah.
with him.
Hmm. Yeah, he was an asshole. And how about how he kept threatening them with the every time he drove away, he would say
Hmm.
something. I hate to laugh, but I don't know how my man only got 3 years for killing somebody when he set that up from the jump anyway. It was all a setup because he knew they was gonna go past there.
Hmm. Yeah, that was a fucked up episode. But Shay had me watch this other show. This was real fucked up. It was like the story was this girl, of course, smart girl. She's doing everything good.
Well, first of all, what's the name of the show?
I don't know the name of it.
Okay,
Can you pause it? I'll go tell you because you
go
should probably
ahead.
check this episode out. Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's called I'm a Killer, and it's like a series, kind of like she said. Y'all watch all the craziest shit in the world, so it is what it is. So, young girl growing up in a family in the suburbs. Here she start dating this thug ass dude in the streets. Supposedly she changed his life.
Are they both black?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's a light skinned dude, got tattoos all on his neck, all up and down his arm. But he changed his life. He got enrolled in like a school to get a GED or whatever, community college. He got a job holding it down. Get her pregnant. Then while she pregnant, start fucking up his money. So he what's the name? Go back to the streets to selling drugs and shit. He getting high, he getting drunk. This motherfucker got something happened. I think he had like friends over, whatever. He couldn't find his gun. And they had the baby. She had the baby. Couldn't find his gun. So he pulled out the shotgun. He putting it all in his girl's face like this. Yo, one of y'all gonna tell me where this is his girl that just had the baby. One of
Right.
y'all gonna tell me where my other gun at like that. Pulls the trigger or the gun go off or whatever, blast her right in the face, kills her. So he said it was an accident. He got 20 years, but he said it's an accident. So after 3 years, he was fighting to try to get off. The girl that died, her grandparents, they wrote letters to try to help him get out early. And the aunt, she was like, no, I cursed him. His ass needs to stay in jail, this and that. He was like, I'm remorseful. It was an accident. I was just like holding a gun. I didn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean? He was like, even when she like dropped on the ground, I was like, you playing? You're not serious. Wake up. Like I told Shay from the door, I said, he's lying. Because when he said he didn't even know she got hit, you shot her in the face with a shotgun. There's brain matter and blood everywhere. There ain't no wake up you faking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
The baby was only 3 weeks old. He left the baby in the house and took off running. You know what I mean? Then he told the cop when the cops found him. It was 18 hours later. The girl's mom and her nephew. It was the girl's. Was it the aunt? No, I think it was the girl mom. They didn't hear from her in like 18 hours. So that's when they went to the house, and it was the mom and the kid. The kid, he probably was like 12 or something. And they went up in the house, and that's when they found her on the ground dead, and they found the baby next to the bed, like in the crib, still alive, but crying and messy, whatever.
Right.
He's talking about, and she was like, he could at least did a 911 anonymous with son. He left the baby there, his own baby. Well, now the baby is like 15 or something or 14 or something, and she want to meet her dad, and she like got pictures with her dad. I was like, this story is crazy, and there's no way and I told Shay, I said he should be doing all 20 years, and if he get
Hmm.
out after the 20 years, I might leave him alone. But if he fight to get out early, I'm looking for him. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that was
And
fucked up.
the show was called "I'm a Killer."
That's what Shay told me. Yeah, I'm a killer.
I don't
And
see it when I had just looked for it, but I'll find it.
let me see.
Is
It's some,
this you don't know if this is a new series or not?
hold on. She pulled it up. I never even heard of it. And she was like,
Hmm.
I got something since you like all this crazy shit. Hold on, let me see. He all remorseful and all this. Then he got a lawyer. The lawyer is like, it was
Is this a documentary or this is like actors like portraying everything?
no, it's like a doc. It's like a series, but it's like real.
Okay.
I don't see it either. It's probably called something else. That might not be the
Hmm.
name of it. Let me see.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go. Right there is a documentary.
Okay. All
Do
right.
you see it?
No. What year did it come out?
Looks like 2000. Is this the one 2018?
Okay.
Hold on, let me just see. I want to see if this is the first episode. And they show like what he's saying in jail and stuff. And the one guy was like, I don't believe nothing he's saying, because if it was an accident, why did he run off and just leave her there, dead or whatever, and left his baby? It looks like this. Can you see this?
Yes, I
I,
see it.
I think that's it. They say 2018, and it's like, some seasons. It's like 5 or 6 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
but it just doesn't play right now. I probably got bad signal in the basement. But the one aunt, she like hell no, and she wrote like the court shouldn't let him out, this and that. But he built a relationship with his daughter. And I was like, that's crazy. The daughter was raised by the girl that died mom as her mom. And then when she got older, she told her, like, she said, I kept hearing about Danielle, but I didn't know who she was, whatever. I just knew she was family, this and that. And then the mom told her, like, that's your mom. I'm your grandma, like that.
Right.
But it was fucked up because she always wanted to know who her dad was. And now she's all happy to build this relationship, like going to the jail. The one aunt is mad. No, the mom, she was, or the grandma, whatever. She's mad, the guardian, because she was like, I should have been informed before he was able to call her and just start talking to her. You know what I mean? And I said the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Like, they should have been like, you got to go through her if you want to see this baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
Anything? Oh, go ahead.
and he said she was like, I didn't want to tell her about her dad. I just wanted her dad to just tell her what happened out his own mouth. I was like, no, I would tell her everything. He left you at he was only 3 weeks old. He left you in the house. He killed your mom. He shot her with a shotgun, and now he's saying it's an accident. And then he told the cops, he said, they asked his whereabouts at. He said, I was with my girlfriend. I was fooling around on her. I had a girlfriend across town, and I was over her house, and I stayed the night with her and slept with her. You know what I mean? Girlfriend was like, "Oh no, he did come to my house, but he came to my house at 4 o'clock in the morning. We didn't sleep together."
Mm.
Yeah, don't put me in your bullshit.
Right.
That was a
It,
fucked up story, and I felt some type of way watching that one. I was like, "This motherfucking dude is a liar." He talking about, I made this program called the Danielle Project. You know what I mean? It's like all this shit, and I was like, "No, I feel like that's a slap in the face that he would name it after her after he killed her, and now he just using that for remorse, so people think he should be out. You know what I mean? And he learned from his mistakes and all this shit."
now you got to tell me this show is on Netflix too that Philip is mentioning. You have to tell me what's the name of the episode.
Oh shit, I don't know. She just put it on. I feel like it might have been the first episode.
Yeah, because it's 5 seasons,
Well,
and
we always start on the first season, so it's probably the first episode.
oh, okay.
There's a light skinned dude with a box, like curly hair and tattoos up his arm and his neck. That's the only one I watched. And I was like, damn, this show is fucked up. And it pissed me off. And I kept telling Shay, she was like, well, people can change. But that was before Shay found out all this other shit about him leaving the baby there and telling the cops, he was at his girlfriend's all night, the side piece. Like
Hmm.
she sat there for 18 hours by herself. That baby could have died.
Right.
Yeah, that was a fucked up show.
Yeah, I'm going through the episodes. I don't see that synopsis or whatever.
You looked at the first one?
Yeah, I'm on the second season now.
I don't think she would have skipped all the way like that.
Anything Fair Thy Neighbor you want to discuss?
No, it was just a fucked up episode, and they was like taking it out on each other pets. That was kind of fucked up.
And my man got 3 years, and he planned all that stuff from the jump. He knew they was going to drive by there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hunt for deer, why are you out in the middle of the damn near in the middle of the street? But you hunting for deer. Well, let's go to Feuds Turn Fatal. This is be the sixth episode, Cousin Swap. Two cousins go to war over the same woman with devastating consequences. Philip, is this the only woman in Kentucky? Oh, now, what's your thoughts on this episode?
That was a fucked up episode too, because the two boys grew up together. Y'all like damn near best friends. You know what I mean? That'd be like
Hmm.
me and Pooh or something. One of us go to jail and the other one scoop up my wife. Like, it's not a girlfriend. It was his wife.
Yes.
You go to jail and you talking about y'all want to console each other, and then y'all. I wouldn't have a problem with her coming over to the family to watch movies or whatever, because
Hmm.
the mom and the dad and other people there. But y'all two just spending time together like that, that's already wrong. And I'm surprised the girls didn't beat her ass. They like allowed that. And then the one lady, she wasn't going for it. She poured the soda on her head when she came home for
Hmm.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was so fucked up. Like for him to even do that, and then he was a nut anyway, because he kept saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna kill your kids," and then to say like, "I'm gonna leave you on the road dead just like your dad," knowing that his
Mm-hmm.
dad, got mugged and killed. That's fucked up.
Right.
Fucking country ass hick boys fucking dating the same woman, because then they got the other cousin did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's
Well,
wrong with these people?
I don't understand where's the elder men? Because, like you were saying, the elder men should have stepped in and saying, "What the hell are y'all doing?"
It wasn't none. It was a whole bunch of elder women.
Right,
All
right.
the
But
all the women had fucking boys and shit, man. They was the ones around. The men probably stepped off and wasn't around, because you ain't hear no uncles. It was all cousins and shit talking,
right, right.
and it was mostly women. The aunts, all the aunts and the cousins, they was all females and shit.
And then my man would want to try to pick a fight with the guy, and he already know he got out of jail and didn't want to go back. So why
Right,
would
and
we
that's
try
why I
to?
told Shay. I said he trying to get him back locked up. That's why he's starting to fuck with him.
Right,
hmm And then, like, I thought that was the dumbest shit. Y'all cousins, but y'all schedule a fight for 3 o'clock in the morning,
right.
and he come
Uh,
outside with his knuckles all ready. The bull pull up and fucking reach out of the car and shoot him, and then after he shoot him, run him over, and be talking about,
mm-hmm.
I thought I just shot him in the arm. All right, even if you did shoot him in the arm, you ran him the fuck over. like,
Right.
like
Yeah,
who
that's
gonna
funny when
survive
he.
after all that shit?
It's funny when that he told the cop that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was just a
He
fucked up story. Now he in jail talking about I should have never messed with that girl. No shit. You knew that
right,
from the door.
right. And nobody really got on her about such a nasty human being she is to be going back and forth between two cousins like that.
Well,
She just
the
floats on
aunt did,
by.
the aunt said something, but you know what I mean. They shouldn't even allow her to be around.
Right. Mm-hmm. But anything else you want to talk about this episode?
Uh, Not really. I just thought when I saw that episode, I said, "Well, this is how your cousin will also be your brother." You know what I mean?
Now you making fun of people of the South, huh?
Like you said, these the only women in the world. You got to be fucking sharing women.
Right. Maybe it's a small town because when there's small towns like that, I mean, it's slim pickings. You got to get with
It might be
somebody.
slim. It might be slim picking, but you don't get with your cousin's girl while he in
Right.
jail, and that
Hmm.
was his wife. You know what I
And I
mean?
believe that they were talking all along. They probably was talking all along on the slide or whatever. They might not have did anything sexually wise, but they were talking all
Mhm.
along. Because why in the world they would go there like that, just out of the blue? No, I don't believe that. I believe that they were talking to each other. Anything else, TV?
Uh, nothing I can think of.
What about movies? Anything you seen?
Nothing really. I've been trying to get this house back together, man. This shit been killing me. Now my fucking back hurt.
Well, I watched. You could put this movie on your list. It's called Kill. Well, the only negative for you is Hindu. Hindi. I don't know how you pronounce that. The Indian. It's the Indian film.
Mhm.
So it's a train, right? And these guys come on a train to try to rob the train, but just so happen there's two commandos on the train, and the cutting and slicing and shooting is beginning. Very graphic, blood wise. Lot of action in it. You'll definitely like it. It's Kill, but like I said, you're gonna have to find a dub version because it's not in English.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be reading right now.
Uh, the,
I start reading the screen and I'm gonna go to sleep.
the next movie. Have you ever heard of this movie called Shot Caller?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
I can't remember. It's an old movie, right?
It came out in 2018.
I feel like we watched that.
It's about well, your boy, is it Jamie Lannister? His name was Jamie on
Yeah,
Game of Thrones, right?
yeah.
He was a white collar worker, and he was like, athletic and muscular and all that stuff. So he had went out with his wife, his friend, and the friend's wife. They went out to a restaurant or whatever, and they were drinking. And after the restaurant, they got in a car accident, and the man had died. So he had went to jail for like the DUI or whatever.
Mhm.
So he went to jail, and the jail is like when he's in jail, it's like a dormitory. So it's not a jail cell. So it's a big open space where everybody sleeps in the same space or whatever. And of course, a black guy got to get raped in there. How the hell a guy is going to get raped inside of a dormitory? A gang rape too. So they jumping on top of this guy and raping him, and nobody sees this.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, he came outside. He came outside, and one of the black guys was trying to mess with him. So, like I said, he was big and he was athletic and stuff. So he beat the black guy up. So the white supremacists see it, and it was like, "Well, look, you need to come down, come with us." And to make a long story short, he became like a top guy in the white
Mm-hmm.
Aryan blood
Mm-hmm.
whatever. He gets
I think
out.
I've seen the previews. Maybe I didn't watch. Maybe we just put it in queue and just never watched it.
John Barenthal is in it, and Omar Hardwick, he's
Mm-hmm.
in it. So you can put that on your list too. Shot caller. The last movie I seen was Badland Hunters by my I guess he's my favorite actor now, Don Lee. This is kind of like a zombie movie, but they're not zombies, but it's kind of sort of like a zombie movie. This is also Korean. I'm sorry, this is a Korean movie. It's like the end of the world blew up, and like the end of the world, and everybody got to fend for themselves and all that stuff. So they live like in a desert or whatever. And so these people come along and saying, "Hey, like we can help the kids and all that stuff or whatever. If you come with us, we got a house and all that stuff." So people had went with them just to find out that they were drugging the kids. They was kind of like making turning the kids into zombies or whatever. And the cutting and so they had went to rescue the one of the girls that was in the group, Don Lee and his partner. So when they get there, all the cutting and slicing is beginning. Very graphic. Another very graphic movie also. That was good too. But like I say, it's Korean, so it's not in English. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
only movies I've seen. But definitely put Kill on your list. Well, of course you'll find out if it's a dub version.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely put Kill on your list. Anything else you want to talk about?
Um, anything happen? What do you think about all these UFOs and shit
Oh, I
or
believe
drones?
it's the government must be doing something because how long this been going on for like a week or two, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Okay,
look,
so
so look, I got a
go ahead.
story. The other night, what night was this? This was Friday night. I said, let me walk to the corner store and play some lottery and shit. When I walked to the porch, I said, what the fuck is that in the sky? Is that an airplane? I saw one of the motherfucking things they talking about. Now I don't know if it's a UFO or a drone or what, but it was in the sky, and it was like not like if you looking at the end of my block, but like the front of my block that way, but in the sky. So I'm on my porch and I'm staring. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like staring at it because it's hovering. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's up there and it's big and it's hovering. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking weird like that. First thing I see is a UFO. So I'm like, man, that's a UFO. That's what they talking about and shit, right? But it's not moving, but it's hovering. Usually, if it's an airplane or helicopter, you stare at it, you see it move. This shit
Right.
wasn't moving. So I was like, all right, man, it's cold as shit out here. Let me go to the lottery. I went to the lottery, came back. When I came back, I went in the house. I told Shay, I was like, yo, it's something out there, that all that drone and shit. Come look at this. When I told Shay to come out there, it was gone. But where it was at, it was a strong ass, like, I don't know if it was a chemtrail smoke screen going across the sky from like the point where I saw that all the way across. And it was kind of close. It wasn't like far up in the sky, like real thin. It was like clear as day. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
I seen something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, because if now they trying to talk about how it's Iraq putting drones in the air. Okay, if it was Iraq or some identified aircraft that we don't know what it is, why the U.S. ain't put up some fighter jets up in the air and shoot these down? You have a week, so it ain't like it just start happening. So I believe it's government doing something, testing those drones out. And these are big drones. These ain't like the little teeny drones that we have. These are the big drones, like the unmanned drones. It's like bigger than the car. Those type of drones. It's one of them.
Yeah, they
So
said it
ain't
was
ain't
big.
yeah, ain't one of them little ones. So yeah, I believe that they doing something. Anything else?
No, not really. Just a lot of weird shit going on.
Well, all right. You can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgmental, Instagram at the two underscores Judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right.